Marlo B. And representing Steel Note Magazine, hooray, and a nice guest, David KraMeR. Welcome to our show. Thank you.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, so Marlo introduced me to you through the wonderful interview I read in the Steel Note Magazine about you. I learned a lot about you. Yeah. I did learn about Jimi Hendrix.
Did that thing. Jesus Christ.
Get down here?
Yeah, you want more?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, so you did a lot of stuff about Jimi Hendrix.
I'm in the process of finishing a television documentary.
That's awesome. Did you ever get to meet him personally?
No, I was going on 12 when we got.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know how I met David. I have a jacket that belongs to Jimi Hendrix. And when he was doing his video, somebody at the Chelsea Hotel told
Your
him
cousin
about me.
or something?
No, but somebody, yeah, my cousin and I got the jacket, and well, we were living together. But anyway, that's how he came to me. That he had heard that I had the jacket, and that I knew a certain person that he was.
How'd you find him about the jacket?
I was at the Chelsea Hotel because I was researching Devin Wilson. She was a girlfriend of Jimi Hendrix, and she died at the Chelsea. She was killed, and that's a whole other story. But
So was it like a Sid and Nancy story type thing?
not really.
It was
She
kind of
was,
like shut him out. You were out the window.
Yeah, she wasn't thrown out the window, though. A lot of people think she was, but she was found beaten up with a needle in her arm.
Okay.
And anyway, so I went there, and then as I was leaving, this guy ran outside and said, "You gotta talk to Marlo." So that's how I met.
How cool was that? And now you're buds.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like, thank you, Jimi Hendrix. Exactly.
My cousin Marquise and I are in his movie, which I can't wait to see.
And do you have any due date for that?
I'm working on a trailer now. So
Oh, wow, that's great. So you have it all, the footage is
most of
done?
it's edited, yeah.
Wow.
Tell us about some of the people that you interviewed.
400 interviews. B.B. King, Buddy Guy, Bo Diddley, Little Richard, the Isley Brothers, Joey D, Curtis Knight, Ginger Baker.
How
Jack
long were
Whitfield.
they each on, basically?
Well, this is not a typical 1 or 2 hour documentary. This is a series between 10 and 15 hours long.
Okay, so is it going to be like on PBS or something?
I'm not
or
sure where it's
HBO,
gonna air.
or is that what you're hoping for? Like,
It's going to be on TV, I'm not sure where yet.
so as a series.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's the plan.
Right.
Hopefully they won't chop it down and say, just make it into an act.
Right.
Sounds
I'm not going to do
interesting
that.
to chop down.
Well, it all depends on who's got the... Right?
Change.
Yeah, that's what it all boils down to. Well,
It's really in depth. So there's a whole hour-long segment on just his childhood, and then there's an hour-long segment on when he got out of service. He went to Nashville, Tennessee, got his chops there, and then there's a hour-long segment on when he was in the Little Richard band, where I interviewed all the band members. And there's all these segments, so it's really in depth. Like nobody's ever done it this in depth before.
so do you feel like you know him personally?
Yeah, yeah.
And what made you pick Jimi Hendrix? Like, were you a big fan? Or like, did he channel you? Like, why?
That's a good question, and I got a good answer.
Let's hear it.
I got into computer graphics. My background's in art, so I did graphics, and then I got into computer graphics for television. And it was right at the time when MTV was happening, and computer graphics was a brand new field. And I started doing these images, animation and special effects, and I usually used Hendrix music as the background music for my demos.
Did you just love it?
Yeah, I love the music. I just figured if he was alive, I thought at the time, if he was alive, he'd be doing the most incredible music videos with psychedelic graphics, animation, special effects. And that's how it started. And then these guys were trying to do a type of MTV for Jersey cable. So they knew about me, so they asked me if I would do some graphics for them. So I did some teases and bumpers coming up next, stay tuned, and all that kind of
We
stuff.
would like you to do some for us. Yeah, we'll put Hendrix in it. Yeah.
So anyway, I did these graphics for them, and they said, you know, if we get the deal, then we'll make you the art director. So it's kind of all on spec.
Nice.
So I did it, and you know, they didn't get the deal. They didn't get the budget or anything to do this. So I was left with these graphics. I never gave it to them. I just showed it to them. They loved it, but they couldn't get backers to finance it. So yeah.
It's all about that.
So then.
Don't
About
rate
a
me.
year or two later, I was sitting with these graphics. I had images of Jimi Hendrix that I did, and I was real happy with the way it came out. And I said, I can't let this go to waste. I got to do something with this stuff. And that's how I came up with the idea to do the documentary.
Good for you. So, do you feel like him going to London was like the all? And I mean, I've heard little bits and pieces about his story, and I do know people that have known him. And everyone only says like the best things about him. What a nice guy, what a charismatic guy, what a talented guy. Like I've never, and I always heard that the drugs, he wasn't as bad in drugs as people like here. Like he liked to party, but like
Yeah, I don't think he died of an overdose.
that's when I hear a lot of fishy stuff happened in London.
Yeah, a lot of things happened.
What do
His
you
manager was pretty shady, Michael Jeffries. He supposedly died in a plane crash, but they never found the body.
Wow, like Josie and the Pussycats kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Well, Devin told me
Right,
that
yeah.
she put a spoon of drugs in his coffee the night before at a party. And that she came from London and ended up at Mia Marquise's house, which was like about a 17-hour flight. And before the world knew about Jimmy's death, we were with the girl who said she didn't know that he was taking drugs all day or drinking all day, and she just said the only time we were lovey-dovey was when we were on the drug. And she was afraid she was going to be implicated in the death or something. And she left England and she came to Hollywood and ended up staying with Marquise and I for a couple of days. And then she gave Marquise the jacket as thank you for letting us stay because.
And then you have the jacket
And
now.
I still got the jacket.
Wow, lucky you.
And it was just verified that it was his jacket because there was never a picture taken
Is
of
there
it.
DNA that they have of Jimi
No,
Hendrix?
the guy who made it.
Taylor.
He owned the store on the North Beach Leather on Sunset Strip, and they finally got to him, and he says, "You have the purple haze." They called it purple
Is it
haze.
purple?
He said they made him seven. They made him 7 outfits, and he never knew what happened. But there was 3 months before he died. He came into the store and he picked it up, and when Jimmy came in, he tried on the suit. And and they all smoked some Panama Red and started jamming, and they partied with some guy who had a head shop across the street on Sunset Strip. It was a really cool story, but the guy was all psyched. And then finally, I have a letter from the guy saying, yeah, we made that specifically for Jimi Hendrix, and that's where it came from. But until then, without any photos, I couldn't, everybody was like, how did you get a jacket that belonged to Jimi Hendrix,
Anything is possible.
Anyway, I wrote a book, it's called Go West, and it's about the years from 1967 to the book ends the day Jimmy died.
Wow. On
David.
purpose?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
On purpose.
I saw Hendrix at Cafe Wah, but everybody says it was Jimmy James and the Flames, and it wasn't. It was another name. Do you remember the name he played under?
Yeah, 2 names. Yeah, Jimmy James and the Blue Flame, and the other one was the Rainflowers.
That's the name I saw him under. It was an afternoon show.
Cool. What do you remember about that show?
I was sitting with Randy California.
I interviewed Randy.
Yeah, he was
There's a picture
he was
of,
only, he was only 14 or 15. I was only 13, so we're at the same table.
from Spirit.
Yeah, well, he wasn't in Spirit yet.
And Manny Roth owned the club. David Lee Roth's uncle.
Oh, really?
Away.
Yeah, just passed
He
away.
was
13 years old when Hendrix played there.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, that's how we got in. I mean, they were serving like 7-Up that glowed in the dark and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
no alcohol.
no alcohol. Yeah, it was great.
Wow, how cool is that?
I couldn't remember the name.
Now you know.
I knew it
And
wasn't
will
Jimmy.
be on
I knew it
YouTube
wasn't
right
Jimmy.
now, so you can remember it. Anytime you forget, you just go to David KraMeR's video and rew-who and Steel Notes magazine, and you'll remember for the rest of your YouTube days.
I hope you remember too.
I forget everything. Are you kidding me? Where are we? Who are you?
Did the Rainflower?
The Boo Tees. Exactly.
I was blown away. I was blown away. I
Remember that
remember.
name though?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, that rings true. It rings true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where'd you grow up, David KraMeR?
Long Island.
Okay.
That's the peak of that page area.
Okay. And it is Wednesday, and you are on our show, and it is Love Your Banana Day. So we would like to share some bananas with you for a skeleton from your closet, not Jimmy's closet.
Oh, man.
It's the phone hour. His went, yours went. Who
I
else?
just pushed
Anybody
the
else
button. I
getting
don't
a
know.
phone call? Get it now.
Can we promote these
Whoever it
shows?
was.
Yeah. Tell me about the shows. What's this one?
Okay, this is Morale Coriel.
It's not going to get you out of the skeleton.
This is
now.
Larry Coriel's
Oh.
son.
Is he jazz too?
No, he's not. He's R&B, blues, soul. He's great. And this is his CD release party.
And when's that?
And that is, pick that up, please.
Oh, that's the only one?
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, this is September 13th in Lucille's. He's having a CD release party, Morale Coriel. And he's a hell of a guitar player.
Nice.
His father's the legendary Larry Coriel, but he's jazz. But,
Yeah.
but his son is R&B, blues,
Cool. And
soul.
Is Lucy
And then,
Little Richard's
And the next show I got at BB King's is Gil Paris. This guy.
okay. Is he related to John Paris?
No relation to John Paris. He's a Grammy-nominated guitar virtuoso,
Okay.
and he's going to be doing all the classic guitar songs by people like Santana,
Okay.
Jeff Beck, Jimi Hendrix.
Okay.
So he'll be there on the 18th, which happens to be
Do you
the...
do a lot of things at BB King's?
Yeah, and I got another one coming up September 20th.
Good for you. Now,
With
what do you mean,
Shields.
like, when you're saying you got? Are you
I'm the
pro-
promoter.
Okay. So,
So that one is Jefferson Airplane tribute band. If you like Jefferson Airplane, these guys are amazing.
go ask Alice.
Yeah, they do White Rabbit and Somebody to Love, all the hits. Great band. They're all, it's like an all-star band. They're all great players. The lead
Cool.
singer, Joanne Lediger, she sang with everybody. Dr. John, Joe Cocker.
And where, do you have a website that lists all your shows?
No, I post everything on Facebook now. And there's a Facebook page for Reverend Jefferson, the ultimate Jefferson Airplane tribute.
Good for you. So how do you get your talent?
These guys.
Yeah.
Reverend Jefferson.
So how do you get the talent? Do they find you, or do you find them, or how does it work?
Well, I've been doing it for a while. I got into this through the documentaries. Met a lot
Good
of
for you.
musicians.
Good for you.
Yeah, I started meeting all these musicians from the documentary, and then just kind of evolved.
So skeleton in the closet.
I have to eat this.
You don't have to, but you can.
It's spiked.
Did you do anything naughty in your life?
Oh yeah.
Tell us one story.
One story. I don't know.
You ever cut school, get arrested, steal something?
I stole something once when I was about 8 years old. I stole a pack of Batman cards.
Oh, you still have them?
No.
Oh, that would be valuable today. Then you would have and you'd be able to do everything you want. Oh man, wow, Batman cards. That was cool.
Scared the hell out of me.
Where'd you steal them from?
Stationery store in Queens, where I lived.
Where'd you live in Queens?
Lived in Kew Gardens at the time.
So do you have a website that you want people to stalk?
No, I don't have a website. Just a Facebook page.
Facebook is where everybody's at anyway. It's the easy way, right?
Yeah.
It's good. It connects everyone.
I'll probably get a website
At
soon.
some point when the movie
When
comes
they,
out.
yeah.
My bass player actually plays with someone who played with Jimmy.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Jamu.
Oh yeah, he was at
Yeah,
he was at the show the other day, right?
Yeah, he was there.
He's so cool.
He's really, really cool.
I saw him in Woodstock.
I do the Kings every year on Jimmy's birthday, November.
Was Juma a party?
He came last year.
Okay.
He just showed up.
Yeah, Juma. I like him.
I saw him at Woodstock.
Yeah, he was at Woodstock. Exactly.
I went, what was it, last year? Or the year
40 years ago.
40 years.
The real one.
I don't think he came. He came to my birthday.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
October
October what?
25th.
All right, so it's coming.
Mine's 24.
Oh, really? Wow. So you guys know each other for a while.
About 15 years.
Oh, really?
35 years.
Wow. Well, would you like to push a button, David KraMeR?
Sure.
And that's what they say. Exactly. I think that would change and heal the world if everybody would just do a little more of that anyway, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
And what about Electric Lady? Did you have any good stuff over there?
Electric Lady Studios?
Yes.
Been over there plenty of times.
Yeah, sure.
Been over there for some parties.
It's a pretty nice
So,
place.
are you related to Eddie KraMeR?
No,
That's who I thought you were when you said
I did
KraMeR.
recording over there at Electric Lady, and Eddie KraMeR was on this with mixing board.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Awesome.
Cool.
I sang backup for Brian James.
I remember.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's nice. Do you have any last shout-outs or anything you'd like to say?
I think Jimi Hendrix died very mysteriously.
Yes.
On September 18th.
September 18th, right. And I interviewed both of the doctors that tried to revive him, and they said that there was a lot of fluid in his lungs, and there was about 6 or 7 bottles of red wine. And there's no way you can get that much fluid in your lungs unless it's forced in. Because if you ever choked,
So he was like
if you
drowned?
ever had a drink and it went down the wrong pipe, it goes down your lungs. You can't put a whole lot down your lungs unless it's forced in there. And they said when he was brought into the hospital, they had to suck out about 6 or 7 bottles of red wine. So
they had a funnel?
yeah.
Oh, Jimmy.
A sucker,
Wow.
as they say.
Well,
In London.
yeah, exactly. Yep. Bloody London, right? They had to use the bloody red wine.
He's the sucker.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever done that before?
Oh, well. Well, we love you, Jimi Hendrix, and thank you so much for visiting.
Thank you.
And Marlo, Steel Nose Magazine, go check it out and read the incredible article that Marlo interviewed David KraMeR.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. It was
Thank you.
a beautiful piece of work.
Absolutely.
Thank
We
you,
will be
Rose.
back. Thank you so much. We'll be back. We got one more guest on this last.